I'm sick. Let's talk about the Switch 2. I have made so many videos over the last couple of weeks, doing voiceover, doing scripted videos, things like that, and every single one of them in the middle of editing, I'm like, I hate this and it sucks. So this video is going to be off the cuff, and whether I like it or not, I'm going to upload it. Yeah, so I've been playing the Switch 2 for over a week now. I got it at launch day. I went to the midnight release. I did not get the front of the box stapled. I didn't get that special edition. I also want to make it known that I'm not going to be talking about any controversies about the Switch. I'm not going to be talking about any of the misinformation that's online. A lot of it's misinformation. A quick Google search will clear up a lot of those things. I do not like Nintendo as a company. I just like their products. They have bad business practices. That's it. That's out of the way. I'm not talking about it anymore. We're good. Let's get to the point now. Also, my hair is not greasy. I just got out of the shower. Look, listen. I've tried preparing for a video, all right? And every time it sucks. So we're just gonna do one off the cuff while I'm sick, and this is just how it's gonna be. Anyway, I've been playing the Switch for a little over a week now. Playing it quite a bit. Haven't touched my PS5, which is my preferred console, by the way. But I've just been really loving the Switch, and that's the short and sweet of it. Thanks for watching. Bye. In all seriousness, I've really been enjoying this thing. It's really cool, and I kind of want to talk about some of the stuff I've been doing since launch day. The first and most obvious topic is Mario Kart World, the first-party launch title that came with the game, the only first-party launch title that came with the game. What do I think about it? I love it. I've been playing it a lot. I've been playing it with friends, I've been playing it solo, and I've been enjoying every minute of it. I'm really liking the exploration. A lot of people are kind of complaining about it. While it is a little empty, there are still things to do, and it's nice to just boot up a game, drive around, find some stuff, unlock some outfits. It's a good time, for me personally. I've also been loving Knockout Tour. If you don't know what it is by now, it is a 24-player It is a 24-player battle royale, where each lap cuts off the last 4 people. So in the first lap, if you're 20 or under, you get knocked out. 16 or under, knocked out. It just keeps going, and it's really fun and really intense. I just now realized that my fan has been on this entire time making this video, and now I have to go turn it off. I'm not going to restart. You're just going to have to deal with that for the first little bit. Now I can hear myself, and I don't like it. Anyway, Knockout Tour is really fun. The Grand Prix are really fun. If I did have one big gripe with the game, is that there aren't that many tracks. There's only 6 cups. I think 6, 7. Either way, there's not a whole lot. I'm really hoping that they add tracks in the future and drop some DLCs, hopefully free DLCs, because it's an $80 game. All in all, it's a super fun experience. I've been playing it non-stop. I'm going to continue playing it. I want to unlock every costume, every card. I already have every card unlocked. I've been playing this game a lot, but as a launch title, it's the perfect launch title because everybody likes Mario Kart. Everyone can play Mario Kart. Everyone in your family, your friends, blah blah blah. Everyone can sit down and play a game of Mario Kart and understand it and be like, cool, this is it. Is it worth buying the console? For me personally, yes. For the regular audience, no. Which that's a topic I'm going to get back to a little bit later. The next thing I've been putting a lot of time into is the GameCube Online. As of right now, F-Zero, Wind Waker, and Soul Calibur 2 are the games included. They all run fantastic. Soul Calibur and F-Zero support widescreen, which is really cool, native widescreen at that, so you're not worrying about like the stretching. It actually fits your screen, and it looks really good. One downside is that Wind Waker, the game I was most excited for, has a little bit of input delay on the Pro Controller. I don't know if it does with the Joy-Cons. I assume that it does, but there's a slight, tiny bit of input delay. I'm really hoping they put out. It's something that I hope they fix with a future patch, which I assume they will, because I believe the N64 had that problem, the N64 Online, when it first came out, and they eventually patched it and fixed a lot of it, so I'm hoping they do that with this. I don't know if it's a priority for them right now, but I'm hoping that they get to it, because I really want to play some Wind Waker on my Switch, and I can't if there's that little input delay. It just drives me nuts. Some people may not have an issue with it. Some people may be able to play it fine and not bother them. Me personally, it bothers me. I can't do it. But other than that, all the games run perfect. They all run in 60 frames. They all run in 4K, and it's not a lazy upscaling either. It's actually clear and bright and fantastic. F-Zero is phenomenal on there. It's literally insane seeing it look that good. I also picked up quite a few of the launch titles. I got Cyberpunk, I got Yakuza, I got Bravely Default, and I got Puyo Puyo Tetris. Yeah, I got Finboy Tetris. What are you gonna do about it? All of which run fantastic. Cyberpunk is witchcraft. I don't know how they did it. This console is a lot more powerful than people are giving it credit for. Running Cyberpunk handheld that smooth and that pretty is insane to me. It's still, like, I can't explain it. It baffles my mind. Taking a video of it does not really show. You have to see it in person. If you know somebody with a Switch 2 that has Cyberpunk, tell them to show it to you. Or get a Switch 2 if you can find one. Yakuza runs great. It's Yakuza. There are times where it can be a little bit muddy, but that's just the game. It's going to look like that on every console. It's just how the game looks, but it runs great. It plays great. It's fun. It's Yakuza. What more could you want? Bravely Default, it's a 3DS game. It runs fine. It doesn't take that much to run it. It looks great. I personally never got the chance to play Bravely Default on the 3DS, so I figured I may as well pick it up as a launch title. It was $40. It plays fine. It's great. It's good. If you want a good turn-based RPG, check it out. Puyo Puyo Tetris. It's Puyo Puyo and Tetris, but the second one 2 times. It's 2 times. 2S. I don't know what the S stands for. Super maybe. I do want to talk about the game key cards. Am I a huge fan of it? Not really. I would prefer it to be all on the cartridge like Cyberpunk. But I'm at a point where, as much as I want to be a grumpy old man, I'm just going to embrace the future of it, to be entirely honest. It's not like this is a new concept. 90% of those games back there have the game download on the disc and not the full game. It's how the industry's been for a really long time. I don't like it, but you just have to deal with it at this point. There's no point in complaining about it. There is, and I'm going to complain about it, but I'm still going to buy the games. It's relatively simple. You pop the game in, it tells you, hey, this is a game key card, I'm going to download the data now. It downloads the data, and you can play the game from there. The game data does not take that long to download, depending on your internet. And once it's downloaded, that's the only time you have to download it. I've seen people say, oh, you have to download it every time. You do not. I've seen people say, oh, but you have to play it online. You do not. Once it is downloaded, it is downloaded. It is on your console. You pop the cartridge in, you play it, you're good to go. You can resell these. You can let friends borrow them. It's just like, again, just like any of these back here. Same deal. Do I like it? No. Am I going to deal with it? Yes. We're all going to deal with it. Another thing, which is a controversial topic, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm really ashamed to tell you all this. I have been playing the Welcome Tour. And I kind of like it. Should it be a pack-in title for free with the console? Absolutely. Am I upset that I spent $10 on it? Not really. In the back of my head, I'm like, this really should have been a pack-in. It should have been a pack-in. But whatever. Sometimes I can be a shill, I'll be honest. It's fun. The mini games are fun. There are little collectibles. There are stamps to unlock. There are medals to earn. There's a reason to play the game. It's fun. There are some people that are upset that you have to pay more to experience some of the game, like getting the accessories and things like that. And that is true, and that is kind of dumb. But you can still experience a good 90% of the game without having to have the Pro Controller or the camera. Which moves on to the next topic about hardware. I did not buy the camera. I'm not gonna buy the camera. No one is gonna buy the camera. No one. The average consumer is not going to buy the camera. People who want to review it are going to buy it. And I feel like 90% of the sales for that camera are people who have been making videos about it. That is the only reason anyone's getting this thing. But what I did get is the Pro Controller. I have big hands. Playing with Joy-Cons becomes insanely uncomfortable after a while, for me at least, especially in handheld mode, which is why I have a grip for my Switch 1. I got big hands. But I'm not joking when I say this. The Pro Controller 2 is probably the best controller I have ever used. I love it. It is insanely comfortable. I'm a PlayStation fanboy, and this is my favorite controller on the market right now. It has like a matte finish that is like sweat resistant and like liquid resistant, which is really, really cool. Still wash your hands before you play games. Don't eat greasy foods when you play games. It's weird. Treat your controller as well. The thumbsticks alone make it worth it because there is some kind of weird restriction in there that prevents the stick from, see, look at that. I just drank some water, right? And the condensation got on there, and look, it's gone. It's gone. It's completely gone. Look at that. I just demonstrated that for you. Anyway, there's something in there where the sticks do not touch the rim right here. You can't really see it on camera. I did watch a video where somebody took like a marker and marked the stick and then moved it down, and there was no smearing of the marker, no anything. They don't touch. They are incredibly smooth. I'm not kidding. With about every controller that exists, there is a little bit of give. There's a little bit of resistance. There's kind of like a grit when you do it. You can feel it touching the ends. This one, it's buttery smooth and it's great. The D-pad is fantastic. It's a massive improvement from the Switch 1 D-pad. The buttons feel nice. It's quiet. I love it. The only thing I would prefer is like proper triggers. Other than that, this is the best controller I've ever used, and it's darling. It's darling to me. You also now have the GL and GR buttons, programmable back buttons. I never really use back buttons like that on controllers, and I'm also always accidentally hitting them, and it's annoying. I have not accidentally hit these buttons once, but I did try to use them. You can program them per game, which is really cool, and all you have to do, you don't even have to leave the game. You hold the home button, it pulls up a menu, and you can map the GL and GR buttons right there. I mapped them for Mario Kart World. I mapped the GR button to be the jump button, so that is for like drifting and things like that, and it has been really, really nice. I've seen some people, they have used one for jumping and one for accelerating, so they don't have to hit the A button. That way they can move the camera while they're accelerating and can actually aim like beside them to throw a shell, which is insane work. I have not done that yet, but it is bonkers. Now let's move on to the console itself. The hardware, at least. I love it. Again, it fits in my hands a lot better than the original Switch does. My hands still do cramp sometimes when playing it for a long time on handheld, just because my hands are big. Where the one thumbstick is lower, this hand is kind of like clawed out and it makes it cramp. That's not against the Switch. That's the last one did that too. It's just because I have big hands. I'll buy a Satisfy grip when they come out. It'll fix the problem. I love the new Joy-Cons. I love how easy it is to just click it and put it back in. Easy as that. The kickstand is sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. I can hold it by the kickstand. It actually has a little bit of give, so it's not gonna close on you at any point. And it goes back pretty far. I don't know why anybody would have it like that, but it does. It's a cool feature. It's soft, like if you just, it's just a good like click. It's in there, it's sturdy, and I love it. Some people have been having issues with the console getting hot. I've tested this. I've played games like Cyberpunk and Mario Kart World. Pretty hardware extensive games. Handheld for a pretty prolonged amount of time, and the console has barely gotten warm. I have noticed sometimes when I take it out of the dock after playing for a while, it can be kind of hot. But when I'm in handheld mode, I've had very little issues at all. Another thing is the battery life. It's not fantastic. It's not the best battery life in the world. You're going to get 2.5 to 6.5 hours of playtime handheld, which I think went into their thought process with putting the other USB-C on the front. That is just makes it way easier to plug it up while you play and have it outwards instead of having to like wrestle with it from the bottom like the original Switch. Me personally, I've had no issues with it. I mean, I don't think I've played for a full 2.5 hours handheld anyway. But I know some people who play this exclusively handheld who have had some gripes about the battery, which is totally valid. It's everyone's having this issue. It's just the hardware. They should have used a better battery, but with what this console does, it doesn't surprise me at all. It still has better battery than like the Steam Deck. Oh, threw some shade. Boom. Cry about it. I don't care. If I could say one of my biggest complaints with the Switch itself is that there are no Joy-Con color options yet. At all. I really, really hope that is something that comes in the future. I like to customize my Switch without having to use a bunch of third-party like stickers and crap like that that's gonna leave gunk and mess up my console. I want official ways to customize my console. Will that happen in the future? Maybe. I don't know. I can't predict Nintendo. Nobody can at this point. But I really hope that is something that they do, and it's free money. I'm still on the fence though if I'm even gonna buy other color Joy-Cons with them being $95. I probably will. I probably will end up doing that. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to talk about the chat function. It's really cool, in my opinion. People are upset. Oh, it's a paid button. You have to pay to use the button. First off, for a whole year, it is completely free. There's a trial on it when you buy their Switch too. For a year, you don't have to pay for it. And if you're upset about having a button on something that you have to pay to use, take a look at most TV remotes nowadays. If it'll focus. Hello? There we go. Paid button, paid button, paid button, paid button. They're all paid buttons. Cry about it. The chat functionality is actually really cool in my opinion. The microphones on the Switch 2, which is found right there, does not sound great. It doesn't. It doesn't sound like the greatest microphone ever, but it works. It's fine. The coolest thing about it is the noise cancellation. You can be playing this handheld, full volume, in a game chat with the other person's voice coming out of it, and they will only hear your voice. The noise cancellation on this is insane. Even on the TV, I've had it docked. TV on, full volume on the TV, not full volume, but pretty high volume on the TV with the person's voice coming out. They can't hear their own voice. They can't hear the game. They only hear my voice. I think that is really, really cool. The game share feature is neat, like the screen share. People are upset that it's a lower frame rate. Here's the thing. If I'm gonna have a small square of someone else's gameplay down here while I'm playing my game, I don't need it to be in 60 frames per second. I'm looking at my game, not theirs. Now, if I'm just watching someone's game, you can full screen it and it runs a great deal better when you full screen it. It still is a little laggy, but it runs way better. Also, it depends per game. So I had someone watching me play Mario Kart World. The frame rate was not fantastic. And then I switched over to GameCube Online, played some F-Zero, and it was perfect, crystal clear, no frame drops. So it depends on the game. Honestly, it depends what you're playing, depends how intensive it is or whatever, and also you wouldn't want it to run 60 frames. While this thing is powerful, if it is also outputting to other people over the internet that high frame rate of video capture, it's gonna explode probably, I think. All in all, the Switch 2 is really cool. I'm really excited to see what games come for it. I'm super excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I almost said country. I'm really excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's cool. I'm very happy with it. I'm not upset with my purchase. I do think for the average consumer, this is not worth buying for probably another year. For someone like me, who's a big Nintendo fan, I'm totally happy with buying it. I don't regret it at all. I've been playing it quite a bit. But if you're someone who, let's say you just want to play Pokemon, or you just play your Switch every now and then, there's no point in getting this until it has a pretty vast library established, unless you really want to play your current Switch library with upscaled graphics and better frame rates and things like that. If that's the case, go for it. But honestly, for the average person, it's not worth getting for another little while. But I'm happy with my purchase. I know a lot of people who are very happy with their purchase, and I don't regret it. Let me know in the comments if you have a Switch 2 and if you're enjoying it. What's your favorite part about it? What's your favorite feature? Is there something I missed? Regardless, I'm happy. I hope you're happy. And yeah, I'm gonna go take some Alka-Seltzer. Thanks for watching. I'll see ya.